Good morning, folks. Welcome to our channel. We appreciate each and every one of you. We're going to try to make this a little clearer, but we're never going to go high-tech. Because those people who go high-tech, a lot of times they're dependent on money. When we give the cure for cancer, we've been doing this for a decade and a half. And everyone we run into, the cancer goes away. We make no money on it. We can't make money. It's a violation of about 1 billion FDA rules. So we just give you what we've been doing for 12 years and what the results are. We appreciate you coming. You're the best audience in the world. And we're never going to change, because once we start changing, we get into that habit of needing to exaggerate and forget it. You're going to get the hard-hitting news here, now, and what affects you. The Dems are so desperate, they're now running a clown for Congress. This is not a joke. You can't make this stuff up. He's running for Congress. There he is. Welcome to the smartest and most active audience on the planet. Thank you, YouTube, the points of view. And the purpose of this video is not to bully or harass anyone, but to share those opinions with like-minded individuals. Subscribe, discover, pray we can stay on the air. And thanks, Dems Pain Relief Store. My pain, for the most part, is gone. They cut me a whole foot from the belly button on down, and right now I can do a video. I can't say enough about Coach Jimmy K's Dems Pain Relief Store. And this is unbelievable. You can't make this stuff up. Steve Lowe, and there, aim high, vote low. Steve Lowe is running for Congress in the Carolinas 5th District. He smiles a lot. He was a clown. His motto, aim high, vote low. His profession, he was a professional clown for Barnum and Bailey Circus, B&B Circus, in Kinoshita Circus in Japan. Now, that's not easy work. I've never known a clown, but I've watched them, and they work from morning till night. I suppose attending the Ringling Brothers Clown College and working as a clown prepares you to fully understand laws and implications of certain legislations, right? It teaches you that in 1917, the Trading with the Enemies Act was passed, and every citizen of America is legally an enemy of the U.S. corporation. I suppose training as a clown teaches you that. I'm being facetious. This is just, you can't make this up. So at least you can juggle and keep us entertained while the Democrats attempt to fulfill Agenda 21 from the United Nations, and that's the complete annihilation of the human race. He's just going to be there juggling balls while we just, while the Democrats fulfill Agenda 21 and then the big bombs start to fall. Unbelievable. So the D.C. clowns and D.C. party are pouring a lot of money into having a professional clown win a seat of Congress, as he would fit right in with the Democratic demon-possessed party. I mean, he's going to be juggling while the bombs fall. This is insane. So all told, the Democrats are now supporting 1 clown, 3 cross-dressers, they claim to be women, but they're actually men, and 30 CIA agents as their top candidates for Congress. Let me say that again. The Democratic Party is supporting 1 clown, 3 cross-dressers, and 30 CIA agents as their top candidates for Congress. Doesn't that just make you sick? I mean, he's going to be in the halls of Congress. He's probably going to win. Pray that he doesn't. He's probably a really nice guy, but anybody who supports the destruction of planet Earth, they got a twig missing out of their brain somewhere. They're 3 bricks shy of a full load. The destruction of planet Earth is not on my agenda. As for the Democratic Richard Blumenthal, oh my God, he was parading himself around D.C. as a Vietnam hero. How many times he faced death, and for 12 years he was a Connecticut Attorney General, and he's just such a warrior. He never went to Vietnam. President Trump pulled up his military record? That's right. Senator Richard Blumenthal, the great Vietnam hero with all the medals, never went to Vietnam. So, Senator Richard Blumenthal, like so many other Democratic senators and congressmen, they're now getting found out for their decades and decades of lies. Like Senator Dianne Feinstein packing a 380 auto into the U.S. Senate every single day without a permit. Did you know she did that? She used to do that in the San Francisco chambers when she was a councilwoman. She showed a 380 auto one day on TV. I was watching. I thought, well, you're the little jerk who's trying to eliminate the Constitution by taking away our Second Amendment, as she packs her 380 auto into the San Francisco council chambers. Isn't it high times that these liars and perverts are evicted from D.C. by the way of a boot, perhaps by jail, and maybe even worse? In the meantime, oh, there he is. Aim high, vote low. Yeah, let's put a Yeah, there it is. Senator Blumenthal must talk about his fraudulent service in Vietnam, where for 12 years he told the people of Connecticut, as the Attorney General, that he was a great Marine war hero, talked about the many battles of near death, but was never in Vietnam. Total phony. Another demon-possessed phony, Richard Blumenthal. And in the meantime, while the Kavanaugh chaos reigns in D.C., I love that, Kavanaugh chaos, don't you? It's been exposed that the Clinton Airlines, called Cocaine Express, Pinnacle Airlines, pumped millions upon millions of dollars into the Democratic campaigners to keep the Clintons in power. Now, this is all a CIA-driven thing. We all know that. Further, just after the office of Congressman Maxine Waters, a crossdresser, I believe, released the names and addresses of the Republican congressmen and senators, a CIA agent in full view of Mitch McConnell's wife, Pinnacle Airlines CEO Philip Turney, a key Democratic fundraiser, remember, he's the one who brings all the cocaine in for the Clintons, was shot from behind and killed by a CIA coward. The cowards of the CIA come up and shoot you in the head. They're really cowards. The hitmen for the CIA are really cowards. They're paid, and they kill people and they walk away. But remember, dead men tell no tales. The price to play with Clintons, Lucifer, is death on earth and death eternally. And now it's time for the Clinton drug kingdom to come tumbling down. So God has said it, so it shall be. So hang on, pray for the Trump safety, and watch in delight as another cocaine empire collapses. In other news, the Dems walked out of the Kavanaugh hearings in the U.S. Senate. Did somebody forget to lock the door? They never should have let him back in. The World Wide Web inventor, Tim Berners something or other, is ready to launch, I think it's Tim Berners-Lee, is ready to launch a new web and push Google aside. We'll see how long he lasts. There it is. They walked out of the confirmation. Who forgot to lock the door after they walked out? They should have left him out. And there it is, Tim Berners. He says, well, we're ready to launch a new World Wide Web. Wonder how long he's going to be around. And the Moke, that little Jeep, gets 70 miles to the gallon at 70 miles an hour. It's not allowed to be sold, the gas-powered one. But they do allow it to be sold all electric, which goes 25 miles an hour. Ooh, wow. But that little car gets 70 miles to the gallon at 70 miles an hour, and it's not allowed to be sold in America. Please pray they can sell that in America. That's just insane. Another car getting close to 100 miles to the gallon, illegal to buy in America. And finally, in this story, 48% of all residences in the top 5 cities do not speak English. And we talked about the 22 million illegal aliens, but we didn't talk about the fact that 67 million Americans don't speak English. Now, you can't become a U.S. citizen without speaking English. So we got a lot of illegal aliens in this country. And in my favorite story, I saved it for you last. My favorite story. Led Zeppelin, who I never did like, but they worked hard. Hung around with a group. Did LSD, I don't know what you do. Up your nose, up your rear, maybe you just eat it, I don't know. I've heard it all at the VA hospital. Apparently they stole the introduction for Stairway to Heaven. Oops, well they partied with this group for 4 years. They interchanged music. So why are they all of a sudden mad 40 years later? Well, that's just insane what they're doing. Somebody's making money, but it's not Led Zeppelin. Anyway, thou shalt not steal, Led Zeppelin, and I know you probably didn't. You probably partied with those guys for a long time, and now some attorney's fighting some other attorney. Folks, you can't make this stuff up. Pray for the safety of President Trump and for the safety of the new Putin coming on board. Here's the references to all the different companies we talk about. And then the Dems are so desperate they're running a clown for Congress. You can't make this stuff up. Barnum and Bailey, B&B, clown. And he'll make a great congressman because, by God, he knows legislation and he knows politics because he's a clown. Actually, he's probably going to do better than most of the Democrats in there because he's probably going to tell the truth. Something I have not seen a Democratic congressman or senator and most of the Republican congressmen and senators do in a very long time. You got to get close to these guys. They run from you. They're so demon-possessed. Anyway, God bless. Thank you very much for watching. We appreciate your time, and don't miss out on the video that we just did that has to do with Cancer Go Bye-Bye. We really, really, really want everyone in America. Oops, I'm not quite sure what that's all about. But anyway, we really want everybody in America to be cancer-free. It's disgusting. Over half of America will experience cancer and go broke. That doesn't have to be. We just did the video again. God bless. Thank you very much. We appreciate each and every one of you. And we'll see you here tomorrow for another exciting piece of the news. And only the news that affects you, your family, and your pocketbook. The other news really doesn't matter, does it? It's what affects you and your families that matters. The rest of the stuff, who cares? God bless. Thank you very much. And we'll see you tomorrow.